to today's Mind Body Business class. Today we're going to go through a little Pilates, short Pilates session. So we're going to start off just being aware of your body and your alignment. So we want to ground through the big toe, the baby toe and the heel. Lengthen up through the legs. Draw the abdominals in nice and tight. Pull the belly button in, but also pull it up so you feel that hollow into the abdominals. Lengthen the spine and draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. We're going to inhale through the nose and just lift the arms up over the head. Try and keep the rib cage connected down and then float the arms all the way back down. Inhale through the nose, raise the arms up. Exhale, float the arms down. And try and notice, we don't want the rib cage to lift as we lift our arms. We're going to keep the ribs connected to the hips. Exhale, float down. So this time we're going to inhale through the nose, take the arms up. And we're going to just bring the biceps by the ears and start to fold the body forward. Bring the chin to the chest and start to segmentally roll your spine all the way down one vertebra at a time. Come to where you feel comfortable. Bend the knees if you need to and come all the way down to the floor if you have the flexibility. Draw the belly in, lift the tailbone and slowly start to rise all the way back up to stand. Do it from the side. Inhale through the nose, scoop the belly, chin to chest. Segmentally roll that spine all the way down, keep the navel drawn tight. Bend the knees if you need to. And roll down. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Exhale, lift all the way back up. This can also be done with the hands by the sides if it's too challenging to raise the hands above the head. Chin to chest, slowly roll all the way back down. Now from here we're going to just come down and stay in this position. Let the head fall and let the arms hang. Just wriggle the shoulders, shake the head no, and nod the head yes. You can wriggle the toes if you need to. And just feel the length of the spine, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Long, slow breaths, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Take the hands and place them on the floor in front, and we're just going to start to bend the knees and walk the hands slowly out in front. So we're coming into a 4-point knee. We want the knees directly below the hips, the knees and ankles in line, and the wrists directly below the shoulders. We're going to draw the belly up and under, keep the spine nice and long, and the leg nearest to me, just slide it all the way along. We want to engage the muscles in that leg before we just lift and lower that leg. As you lift the leg, squeeze that glute nice and tight. Toes are pointed. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Spine stays nice and long. We don't want the hips rocking. Now the opposite arm, we're going to extend it long. Lift and lower. Exhaling on the lift. Inhale on the lower. Here we're going to think more about the length through the body as opposed to the height. Exhale, lift. Thumb faces the ceiling and lower. Belly button's drawn tight. Now if you want, you can lift and hold this position, and from here we're going to flex the foot and point the toe. Flex and point. Pull that belly nice and tight. One more. Flex and point. And then bring that leg back in. Take the tailbone, send it onto the heels. Extend the arms away and drop the forehead towards the floor. Few lovely nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And bring ourselves back up to the start position. Draw that belly tight. Exhale, extend the opposite leg long. Squeeze the glutes and the legs. Lift and lower that leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We want to keep the eyes gazing down between the hands. Lift and lower. Take that opposite hand, extend it long. Thumb to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Continue with this flow, or you can lift and hold, point and flex the toe. Keep that gaze looking down towards the floor. And release. Hands to the floor. Bring the tailbone to the heels. and lengthen. A few long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring it back to all fours. We want to draw the abdominals nice and tight. Tuck the tailbone to the floor, arch the back and bring the chin in towards the chest. Exhale, drop the belly to the floor, tailbone to the ceiling, and look up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, flowing through. Mobilizing through the spine. Exhale. And last one, inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. So sitting back onto the heels. From here, we're going to take ourselves, I'm just showing you side on. So we're going to take one leg out to the side. So the hip, knee and ankle are all in line. We're going to stay in this position. And we're going to just bring the tailbone towards the hips, towards the heels, and rock forward again. Rocking back, opening up this hip joint into the lower back. We can stay with this flow, mobilizing forward and back, or we can stay in this position, hold it, and just lengthen that leg away so we feel an increased stretch into the inner thigh and into the hip. Long, slow breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly bring it back up. So if you've got the right leg extended, we're going to take the right arm and open it through. Open that arm in line with the wrist in line with the shoulder and float it down and bring the ear to the floor. So we exhale to open, abdominals braced, inhale to float through. Now if you want to, you can stay with that flow, or you can bring that right ear to the floor. Take the left arm and extend it up over the head, and if you want, place it round the back and onto the right hip. Breathing long and slow. Unfold the arm. Push through that left hand and come back up. Take that leg back in. We extend through the left side. Grounding through the foot. Push the hips back to the heels and back through. Inhale, push back. Inhale, float forward. Again, you can stay with this flow, or you can set the tailbone to the heels and fold it all the way down again, pushing that leg further away to increase that stretch into the inner thigh. Keep the spine nice and long. Inhale. On the exhale, bring it back up. Take the left arm, extend it up and over. Wrist, elbow and shoulder in line. Slowly start to thread the needle through. And just notice how much more flexible you are on one side than you are on the other. Exhale, open. Inhale. Easier option is just to keep your hand on your temple and drop the elbow to the floor. Take that left ear to the floor if you wish. Open up that right arm and rotate it through. Long, slow breaths. Uncurl that right arm. Place the right hand on the floor and push yourself back up. Bring that leg in. From here, we're going to take ourselves onto the mat and lie down onto the floor. Hug the knees to the chest, and we're going to roll like a ball. So we're going to mobilize the spine, scoop the belly in, hug the knees in nice and tight. And we just want to start to bring the head off the floor, bring the chin towards the chest, And then lower the head back to the floor. Exhale, lift and lower. Let's make this a little bit more challenging. So we're going to push the hands against the legs and start to roll onto the shoulder blades, never onto the neck. And try not to sit onto the sit bones without using the momentum to push your body weight forward. Exhale, come back up. Use the breath. Inhale, exhale. And then slow the movement down. One more time. And roll it all the way back down. Bring the feet to the floor. Knees, hips and ankles in line. We want to engage the inner thighs, but we don't want the legs to touch. Take the hands by the sides. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. We're going to start off by doing a little pelvic tilt, lifting the tailbone up off the mat and then rock it back down to the floor. So you've got a little arch into the lower back. Exhale, lift the tailbone, prince the lower back down into the floor and lift. Breathe long and slow in through the nose and out through the mouth. This time, lift the tailbone, ground through the shoulder girdle and start to lift the spine off the floor segmentally, one vertebra at a time, pushing through the feet, evenly through the heels, big toe and baby toe. And then we slowly exhale and want to start to place the spine back in the floor, one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis tilted up to the very end. Inhale through the nose, exhale, lift the pelvic girdle, lower back, mid back. You want to feel the shoulder blades grounded to the floor. Keep the belly pulled tight and slowly roll all the way back down. You want to imagine your spine flowing back to the floor segmentally, one vertebra at a time. So that you want to hit every little vertebra through the curve of that lower back. And just keep with that flow. Exhale, lift the tailbone, lower back, mid back, and lower. One more time. Inhale through the nose, exhale to lift. Now from here we're going to go into leg circles. So we can either take the leg with a knee bent, which is the easier option. I'll show you that first. Ribs and hips connected, belly connected. We're going to bring the knee towards the chest, take it away from the body, and draw a circle from the hip. Harder option, you can extend the leg long and circle. Up to you how big your circles are or how small they are. Our main aim is to keep the pelvis nice and still, shoulder blades grounded to the floor. Let's change direction. Bracing the abdominals as you move through. Last one. Bend that knee and change legs. Draw the abdominals tight, pelvic floor engaged. Circle, either the legs bent, or for your harder option, extend that leg long. Change direction. 6, 5. We're aiming to do about 6 in each direction. Lengthen out through that leg. Last one. Bend the knee. And place it down. So let's stretch out the back in the opposite direction. So from here we're going to come onto the tummy. We're going to make a little diamond with our fingers and thumb. We're going to open up the elbows and place the diamond on the floor. And place your forehead into that diamond. Pull your belly button up away from the mat. Toenails down on the floor. So draw the belly in to prepare. On our exhale, we're going to lift from the crown of the head. Keep the elbows down and just lengthen through the spine. Inhale and roll all the way back down. So we're just moving through the neck and the upper back. We want to think about lengthening out through the crown of the head towards the ceiling. So we think about length as opposed to height. Exhale, lift. From that belly in, nice and tight, and lower. Let's do one more. And slowly lower. Now here we're going to take the hands and place them below the shoulders. We want to glue those elbows to the ribs. Draw the abdominals nice and tight. And this time we want to inhale through the nose. On our exhale, we're going to lead from the crown of the head and lift. But this time we want to come a little bit higher. Work at your own level. Slowly and segmentally. Roll the spine all the way up. And all the way down. You're going to engage those glutes as you lift. Trying to extend the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And we just want to work in a nice flowing movement. Exhaling to lift. So we exhale in the exertion and inhale on the way back down. Let's do two more. Last one. Exhale, come up. And slowly release. Draw that belly in nice and tight. We're going to extend both arms and legs. Thumbs facing the ceiling. We're going to exhale. Lift the right arm. Left leg. Lift and extend. Release. Left arm, right leg. And change. And keep it nice and slow. Or you can lift both arms and legs and just flutter for 5. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, hands to the floor. Lift the chest all the way up. Tailbone to heels. Sitting into child's pose. Lengthen the spine. Forehead to the floor. Take a few moments here, breathing long and slow in through the nose and out through the mouth. Extend that tailbone as close to the heels as you can. And then start to slowly walk the hands back in. Thank you very much.